offensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Grab near the sticks. It's Whitehead. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Bean. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bean. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Grimes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
As a head coach, you love to see your is again making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said.
Turning it on! That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Handoff to the single running back. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown Volunteers! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Get set, get set.
They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Vols have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split... He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Oregon. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Got a man, it's Gore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Got room at the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Holds it in on the left. Here he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense trying.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Finds his man. It's Clemens. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him?
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Gore.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll try the left side. Slithers into space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gore. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the balls are flying down the field. They're trying to slam it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteer. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
At the 40, there he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got a man, it's Bean. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So here is the Tennessee offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. caught behind the line. It's Fung. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Gore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fung. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got
and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Here he comes out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Lofts one high and deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. With the catch, it's Agbana.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Volunteers are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hauls it in. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Hauls it in. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got...
He's going to throw deep right side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fung. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
The Volunteers in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it. It is incomplete, and now they're... 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do.